Good morning, everybody. Today is day 1 of the Unshakable Faith meditation series. And today we are going to be focusing on our base center. The base center is so important because this is our grounding center for our body. It's our most physical center in the body. It's where fear is stored. And it relates to our eating, anything regarding our survival. And the parts of the body that it kind of helps in terms of its function is our process of elimination. Also, it supplies energy to our legs all the way down to our feet as it connects us with earth energy in that gravitational pull that keeps us grounded. So sometimes if you are experiencing congestion in this center, you might experience things like constipation, sciatic pain, trouble with the legs or the knees, and overall clumsiness, not being grounded in the earth. So today we are going to focus on bringing light and energy to that center and grounding ourselves, again, remember, out of that busy running mind and into the body. So before we get started, you just want to make sure you're comfortable. So I know we see various stereotypes of what meditation looks like, and I want to say that the key thing is that you, the individual, is comfortable. So that could be sitting on a chair, it may be sitting on the floor. If taking a posture is comfortable for you, go for it, but that is not necessary. The whole point of meditation is to still the mind and get in the body. So if you're sitting in an uncomfortable position, that's going to be hard to stay in the body. So just take a minute. I'm going to allow you to just get yourselves comfortable. Like for me, I'm sitting on a chair just kind of at the edge. So if you need back support, go ahead and put a blanket behind you. Okay, and we're going to start by beginning on focusing on our breath. One thing we want to experience is when we're experiencing that breath, trying to bring that breath down into the lower abdomen versus up in the chest. That will naturally come over time. So really throughout this whole process, I want you to just be an observer of what your body is doing and have the experience. Because that is telling us that you're dropping out of that thought mind and into that feeling body. Okay, so let's begin. Go ahead and just close your eyes as we connect in to Mother Earth. So connecting our feet to the ground, even taking a minute to just visualize our feet on Mother Earth. And as we do this, bringing our attention to the breath. How it feels as it enters in the nose and following it as it descends down into our body. Let's take a moment to just scan the body, starting at the feet, for any points of tension or congestion. And allowing your attention to go from the feet and ankles all the way up to the knees. And now from the knees to the hips. If any tension is noticed, just go ahead and bring breath, bring crystalline white light to that area and allow it to relax. And now when scanning our body for any tension, let's move from the hips up the lower abdomen, up to the belly button. Allowing any tension to dissolve. Now scanning from the belly button, up the chest and up the back. breath to be our anchor. Now moving from our chest and back up to our shoulders in front and back, to our throat and the back of the neck. May any tension here dissolve. And now from the back of the neck and throat all the way up through the rest of the head, all the way up to that crown. Feeling for any tension and allowing our breath to bring in light and clear that tension. Bringing our attention back to the soles of the feet, we are going to make connection with our base chakra center. So drop into that sense of feeling the soles of the feet on the floor. And slowly allow that tension to rise up the legs, starting from the feet to the ankles, from the ankles to the knees. Anytime that mind wanders, just bring your attention back into the breath or back into that portion of the body that we're at with no judgment. Let us move from the knees up both thighs to the hips. And now bring our attention to that base center right off the body between the legs. Holding our attention there, we're going to breathe in white light of clearing. If the mind wanders, bring it back to the breath. The breath that is anchoring us to that base center. For added support, you also can place one hand at the heart center to experience what it feels like and how that shifts that energy when the heart is involved. allow yourself to relax and breathe. Okay, we are going to slowly ground ourselves back in from the practice. So I want you to begin to shift your attention from that base center. And working backwards, we're going to work from the hips down the thighs to the knee as we feel that energy from our base connecting all the way down our legs. So now moving from the hips to the knees to the ankles. Allowing that energy to flow downwards to Mother Earth. And then from our knees to the soles of our feet. You can now begin to kind of move your feet back and forth or wiggle your toes. Maybe slowly turn your neck side to side, turn your head side to side. And then slowly open your eyes. How do you feel now? Feel free to comment below. Another way you can bring grounding into your life is when you're out in nature, pick up a stone, pick something up from her, and just allow that to be with you. Like today I had my malachite stone with me. It's a very heavy stone that just helps in that centering and grounding. Another thing is walking outside barefoot. We've finally gotten to that point here in Minnesota where we can begin to do that. All right, enjoy your day, and I look forward to connecting up again Thursday.